What is up, everybody? My name is Vito, and around these parts a couple years ago, I was known as the Don of Halo. So yeah, you guys are going to be watching a Halo 5 gameplay today instead of the usual Destiny and kind of frequent Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I believe it's a game of swapnums on the new map Torque that came out with the last map patch pack thing that introduced a bunch of different things like Griffball and Assault and the new animated emblem, which is amazing because the story behind it is ridiculous. If you don't know the story behind this animated emblem called the Spartans Never Walk Alone, I'll leave a description to a video and to the GoFundMe page so you guys can kind of catch up on that. But it's amazing. Anyway, let's get into the topic that I really want to talk about today. Actually, let me say one more thing. If any of you, assuming that you are new, if you are not familiar with my videos, I usually never stutter and I usually never stammer through the power of editing. It's amazing. I usually cut that stuff out. And I usually have more of an upbeat tone to myself. But I think I'm catching something that might be stuffing or congesting myself up. And I'm really hoping that maybe a good night's sleep will remedy this. But I usually have more of an upbeat tone to myself, and I don't usually use words like or eh or something like that unless it's intentional. Anyway, let's get right into the topic. I never really thought I was going to be making this video today, or really anywhere within the last 5 years of me creating videos and putting them up on YouTube. I mean, to put it bluntly, I'm pretty much taking all of my video game content creating from now on over to Twitch and over to live streaming. And pretty much it's just, I'm at a point in my life where I'm very career driven and I'm very career focused. For those who don't know, I pretty much sold my soul away to the professional kitchen. And for those who don't know, I guess the hours and the dedication that the food and beverage business requires is just, it's absolutely intense. You know, you don't necessarily get paid the greatest amount, but you have to work like 90 hours a week. I'm one of the lucky ones where I don't have to work 90 hours a week, but I still have to dedicate my life to my job, which it isn't a bad thing. But so the benefit of me streaming as opposed to putting content up on YouTube is that it's better for my schedule. I get to remain in contact with you, I'm going to point directly at you, the person watching this through your computer screen, at a more consistent basis. And YouTube's kind of a funny beast because if you pick a niche, you're kind of stuck in that niche unless you get lucky or if some sort of miracle happens. So like here I am stuck making Destiny videos when I'm not necessarily too hot on the game right now, or if I just don't enjoy it. In the long run, my equipment setup in itself has completely changed. I used to start making YouTube videos with a Hauppauge HD PVR 1212 that was like everyone's go-to. It had component cables and that was about it. And a laptop that would render videos. Now I've got a green screen behind me. I have a microphone boom arm. I have dual monitors set up. I have my game consoles on a desk next to me. I created a desk for this. I have a mix amp that transfers all my audio everywhere. I pretty much essentially built myself a streaming setup. So it doesn't make a lot of sense not to consider still streaming. But to kind of put it into perspective on how much time, because again, I'm going to say you as the person watching this through your screen right now. Excuse me. But creating quality content on YouTube, even at a subpar level like my content is, like, I'm not perfect at audio mixing. I'm not perfect at if I think something sounds great, but I have my volume all the way down to like low and I can hear it, it might be too loud on your end. I think my video quality is pretty decent, but it might not be. I don't know. But anyway, to kind of explain to you guys how YouTube works as a creator aspect, in its rawest form, this is usually my schedule for making a YouTube video. I have to record the gameplay. Well, first I have to decide on what game I want to play, which is usually Destiny, in this case. I have to record the gameplay. I have to think of a topic I want to talk about, or some sort of tip that I want to talk about. I have to write the script out. I have to record the commentary. I have to edit the video in Sony Vegas. I have to render the video, which, to put in perspective, can be even on, like, I have an i7 processor. I have an Intel i7. The render times for a 720p 60 FPS video for an 8-minute video is about an hour. So there's an hour of me just sitting there on my computer waiting for this thing to go. Then I have to upload the video to YouTube, and then I have to create a thumbnail, which, granted, it only takes me like 5 minutes to create a thumbnail nowadays, since I've done it for 5 years. 3 years, I guess, because I pretty much got partnered in 2012. 4 years, I guess. Anyway, I have to create a thumbnail, so that's a whole day's work. Since I only get like 2 days off, I pretty much dedicated an entire day of something that may or may not get the views that I want. Which, you can say it's kind of a selfish way to look at it, but you know, it's the way it is. As opposed to how Twitch really works is, you know, to do Twitch, really all you have to do is pick a game you want to play. You have to check your audio levels, then you have to just go live and play the game. That's pretty much it. But I really want to mention and really kind of emphasize that this isn't my last stint on YouTube. I don't think I ever will leave this website until it goes under, it shuts down, or if I die. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get off of YouTube. I'll just be in the form of doing collaborations with other YouTubers, and I don't want to say anything that's happening just yet, but you know, there's a lot of good stuff that's going on right now. So I would definitely appreciate the support for you guys to kind of head over to Twitch, and you don't have to. It's just something that I would really appreciate it if you guys did. Go check me out over there. I stream at least 3 times a week. This last week has been kind of an exception, just because work and personal life have gotten out of control. But I mainly, you know, I play what I want, and if you guys want to show up, you can show up. If you don't, no worries. I'll leave in the description down below a couple of YouTubers that I definitely recommend that you should go check out that are creating content as we speak. Because they post YouTube videos at a consistent basis, and they're usually all quality. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I wouldn't expect frequent uploads over on the YouTube channel anymore. You might see a couple past broadcasts. But other than that, this is kind of me signing off for a little while. Yeah, I mean, so I guess I'll just kind of say thank you for your support, and I hope to see you guys on the other side.